Well, we're looking here at the beginning of March into another gardening year. I know that the media would like you to believe that you got to be a farmer, have 3,000 square acres of land, that's about 4.5 square miles, to be able to farm. You got to have millions of dollars worth of equipment. Of course, you and I are smart enough to figure out if you had millions of dollars, you wouldn't have to farm. You'd be a rich man. Couldn't spend it all in a lifetime. But us on the bottom of the dollar pile, we have to work for a living. And with the government bawling like babies demanding more all the time, well, that means we have to live on less or think outside the box. Now, I'm going to make a point here, real quick. I don't have 3,000 square acres to farm with, but I do have 3,000 square feet of land to farm with. Now, I know that a rich man has swimming pools about that size, but that's all the land I have is about 3,000 square feet around my home to farm on. Now, true, I could grow grass, but that land, that 3,000 square feet of gardening capability, means that I could raise 333 tomato plants if I so desired. And those 333 tomato plants, well, that would produce me 16,000 pounds of tomatoes in my own yard. Now, of course, you don't want to flood the market, so you'd want to grow peppers and whatever you enjoy eating. Plus, you want to look locally to see where the good way to make cash crop or sell your product, making it into a cash crop. I even have people raising bird seed in their yard and selling it, making a ton of money they be. But whatever you do, this is one of the ways is doing it, because your yard is an asset. Too many people think it's a liability. They water it, they mow it, or they hire it mowed, and they pay to have that lawn. And the land underneath it is begging to pay you. If you own land, it will pay you if you only utilize it. And I know that there are approximately, they say 44 million people begging food stamps every month in America. 44 million begging food stamps. And I estimate that probably 90% of those people have a yard or the capability of using somebody else's yard and could grow more food than they could possibly eat every year. This McCook Mr. Bill saying, get off your duff, look at your yard, consider the assets and what you want to eat and what you want to sell, and look at the market. And I bet you can make more money than you could possibly imagine, and you can spit in the government's eye and say, keep your food stamps, and become a lot freer. This McCook's Mr. Bill, rate this film.